I remember when Tony came.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa reception that day when he came for the interview.
Sema zote.
The first question Tony asked me, "Hey, brother, wanalipanga dongapi hapa?" That was the first question. Hata kama hajaji introduce. Wanalipanga dongapi hapa? I was like, bro, end the interview. Kuna ngoja na wakili.
Yeah.
And we are given buddies. I think I was given a buddy in Kakamega.
Yes.
Who was guiding me through my operations in the farm and adjusting to know where I should do, what I should do, when to do this. Yeah. So that is also good. It also encourages you to be comfortable while you are working, even when you are new in the farm. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Just Legal podcast by MNO Advocates. This is season 3 of our podcast. And in today's episode, we shall be talking about the longest standing employees of the farm. So we hope to give you an insight into what it means to work in this farm for a very long time. Today with me in my panel are actually all the longest serving employees. So I will allow them to introduce themselves in their own capacity. And I'll be your host. I'm Sylvia Chitechi, Head of Litigation and Dispute Resolution at MNO Advocates. So I'll start with my right. Francisca, please go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do in the farm and how long you've been in the farm, since we're talking about the longest standing employee.
Thank you. My name is Francisca Alohava. I'm the receptionist at MNO Advocates LLP. I came to MNO Advocates since its inception. I've been in the law firm for 10 years.
Yes, that is actually in line with our theme of MNO at 10. We shall go to next, Richard.
Hello, my name is Richard Okello. I am a legal clerk, MNO Advocates LLP, Kakamega branch. I am 5 years old in MNO Advocates.
Next to me on my left, we have Victor. Victor, please tell us about yourself a bit.
Hi, my name is Victor Kaiga. I'm a paralegal at the MNO Advocates Nairobi branch. I'm also a student at Kenya School of Law. Yes.
How long have you been with us, Victor?
Okay, I've been here for the last 7 years.
Yes. Tony?
Hello, good people. My name is Maonga Mbesi, but most of my colleagues know me and refer to me as Tony. I've been at MNO Advocates for 3 years now, the Kakamega branch. I'm an advocate working in the Kakamega branch as an associate. Yeah.
Yes. And me also as the host, I've been here for the last 7 years. So I think when you hear us talking about the numbers we've been in the farm, it's interesting that we want to hear everybody's story. At the beginning, ilikuwaje? Francie, take us from your story at the beginning, working at MNO. What was your experience? What are some things that stand out when you think about the inception of the farm?
Thank you once again. I joined MNO Advocates LLP in 2016. During that time, I remember we were 3 staffs and 3 partners. So during the morning hours, I used to see partners walk out of the office, go to morning meetings to look for clients. And us as 3 staffs used to be staying back at the office, looking for anyone who is coming in to serve him or her during that time.
Mm-hmm.
After some time, the law firm grew. Then we opened another branch at Kakamega office. Mm-hmm. That time the number of employees increased. Mm-hmm. Now we are 23. Mm-hmm. This is a very great journey for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, Francie, I think just I'll hold you there, kidogo. When you talk about being 3 staff, like which positions were the staff members? Ukianza, just tell us.
So when we started, we used to have a receptionist, then a clerk, Then we had the office assistant, of which I was the one. Yeah.
That's very interesting. I think we will come back to you to on the journey, even up to the point where we are opening another branch. And I think at that point, that is where Richard, you will come in. Our farm opening a branch when it was turning, I think, 5 years at that point. Tell us your story. How was it to the conversation coming in as somebody who were among the pioneer employees when MNO Kakamega was starting?
Thank you. It's a bit interesting, but because I became an MNO employee in 2021, just after COVID stories. And I remember I was working somewhere. I'm a teacher by profession. So I was working in Kajiado. Then COVID came. We know what happened. Some of us were laid off. I went back home, stranded. And then an opportunity came. And I think I did not start working at MNO as an employee, but I began as a casual worker. Let me call it that way. A casual worker. When we are setting up Kakamega office, I was the only person there. Who took care when the office was being set up, the building, all renovations. Then after which, an opportunity came. I applied, and I was given a chance to work with MNO. That is 2020 in December. And I was confirmed in 2021 as a MNO employee, of which the office began with myself. I can say that. Partners were not coming there most of the time. I was the partner, the associate, the clerk, the cleaner.
Yes.
I was everything. But we thank God because the farm has grown, the branch has grown, and now I can confidently say that we are about 6 of us. The farm has really grown, and I enjoy being at MNO as the pioneer, as the first employee at the Kakamega branch. Yeah.
I think it's very interesting to hear that you are operating as a one-man show.
Yeah.
And then right now, there are 6 staff members. So I think for me, when I talk about what stands out for me, I remember something very important to note is that I am the first associate the firm ever had. And at the point when I was being onboarded, there was an interview, honestly. But I remember coming for an interview, and it was an easy interview. Felt like a conversation, honestly. So at that point, I was really convinced I was selected because I was the best. I was. But later on, Makana ananiambia, we just wanted an associate, you know? Yeah, because the firm had grown from a point where they were partners, and I think they felt the need to see what it would be like having an associate. So for me, being the first associate, if I'm to just summarize my story, is that I remember the first month, what stood out for me, I was very excited to work here because I'd also just been admitted as an advocate. Literally less than a month after my admission, I got a job here. And at that point, there was literally, there was no work, by the way. I used to sit in the office and peruse one file. And at that time also, I remember telling the partners how I was flexible to work in all departments, though in all honesty, my heart was in fighting in court.
Litigation.
It was in litigation, but there was no litigation. Something of interest is that this firm they never used to handle litigation matters. Or there was no litigation department at all, if I'm to say. There used to be a few briefs for the clients they would serve, but there wasn't a department fully operational for litigation. So for me, what looks like growth is the part that I came in as the first associate. There was no department, and I grew to actually head a department that I feel is actually the biggest department in the firm.
Definitely.
It's
Definitely.
true.
Definitely.
It's true. We have the highest associates numbers. We have the capacity of files as well, the types of briefs that we handle. So every time I remember the first time walking into a firm that does not do litigation, and now 10 years down the line, heading the largest litigation department. So I think that is a story that I'll never forget when it comes to MNO turning 10 this year. Shortly after my joining, Victor joined. So Victor joined a few months after me. So I think he can tell us his story. What do you remember that stands out for you 10 years down the line?
Okay, thank you once again. I joined back in 2019. At that time, we were in I think it was an apartment.
Yes.
Called Uigalana.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have a place to sit. Unlike now, where I got to have my own desk and a computer.
Yeah.
I think we were only four employees.
Yes.
Actually, I was the fourth one.
Yes. So looking back, Victor, what stands out for you then, and that is making you remember when you look at MNO at 10?
Okay, what stands out for the last 7 years that I've been here, what stands out most is when vile nimeona farm ina grow. Yeah, nimeona hiyo growth from the start up to now where we are.
That's okay. What about you, Maonga? You joined us in the Kakamega branch. Tell us your story at the point of coming in at that time.
Yeah, for me, I think I joined the farm on, I remember the date, it was 31st of May, 2023.
Yeah.
I just finished my Kenya School of Law exams. I joined the farm as a pupil, and at the point of me joining the farm, I remember at that same time, there was quite a number of workload. So I think I just came just right on time to help out Richard, because he was the only clerk doubling up as the conveyancing clerk and also the litigation clerk. And he was a little overwhelmed by work. So when I joined, I hit the road running. I doubled up as a clerk too, other than just being a pupil, and an advocate trainee.
Yeah.
And we had some people we were trying to serve documents, and I remember the experience was a very good experience, because I got to learn how to track people when you are effecting service. Yeah, effecting service, because we were serving people from in different places within the county of Kakamega. And at the point when I joined the farm, I think I was the fifth employee, because when I joined Richard and Justine, Emmy, and Kidogo, there were four. So I was the fifth employee, and I grew up in the farm I was retained to hold over after I finished my pupillage. That was in December, and then I began my holding over in the January of the next year till I was admitted. Yeah. So the journey was nice, especially as a pupil. I was exposed to quite a lot, more than I think I thought that I would be exposed to, and it really helped me prepare me for the work that I'm doing right now as an advocate in the Kakamega branch. Yeah.
Okay. You know, you're saying it was an interesting journey as a pupil. Life is not interesting as an advocate, no?
Well, life is interesting as an advocate. But you see, when what makes it a little bit more interesting was that it seemed like when I came in as a pupil, I think you would think that the farm was just waiting for Tony to be here. Now Tony came. You know, like because there was kulikuwa na kazi mingi.
Like you are really effective.
When I came in, after some time, I got feedback from friends of mine in the office that Tony came at a very good time. Na alitusaidia tu venye alikuja, things were moving, because the client was putting a lot of pressure, and kulikuwa na unajua manpower. Manpower ilikuwa chini kidogo, because Richard would leave very early in the morning, and then he'd come back very late. Documents hazijakuwa served, we have 15 people to trace. Some of them hata hawana simu, wengine hata unasikia where they used to work they have left. So that was the work that I was doing around that time was mostly centered around that service. And of course kulikuwa na kazi zingine tulikuwa tunafanya, but what stood out most around that time, because we did that work for about 6 months, so I kind of vividly remember how we could do it. And unajua unapigiwa simu, there's a day we were in office and with Richard, I think we had served a few people and tukapigwa simu na Kedogo. Akatuambia sasa mdosi anasema kesho mnaweza patikana. Tukasema kaambia kazi ni mingi, hata tusipopatikana hii Saturday, hiyo Monday bado anafaa kutoka. Sasa we created time that day. Remember that was one of the first days we worked on a weekend. Tukaenda tukaserve some people huko. Hata tukashikwa huko ndani huko wataendelea kuserve na Richard. Tukaambiwa sisi ni scammers. But we stood our ground.
Yeah.
We were released. We came back and continued doing our job. Yeah.
So actually, that is a very good track back of time. So I think now what I'm very keen to find out is over the years, you have witnessed the growth of the farm, like you said, and different individuals. You see, even your personal capacity coming in as a pupil, growing all the way to an associate. Victor, also the growth from a clerk to a paralegal. The same way also with Francie. Office assistant, now secretary, all the way. Same thing with Richard, also the depth of work that you've carried out. So what is one meaningful change that you've seen, either on individuals or the farm, that you can say you attest to the 10 years that MNO has been serving?
Yeah, I think when I joined the farm, that was when we were beginning, the judiciary was beginning this thing to do with onboarding everything into the online system. So I think the farm also embraced that, because when I came, we were beginning, the farm was embracing technology, because we were beginning to upload all the documents that we had in the farm, all the files literally, to a system where we could be able to trace all our work, all the files in an online platform, other than the one for the judiciary. Also, we were able to I think when I came, kulikuwa na hii mambo ya, I think, issue of financing, releasing money to do the work. And that was the first time I heard of Boya, because the first week I came, Makanda took us for dinner, and then I just had conversations, I think, with Richard na Makanda. Alikuwa naambia ule waiter, nataka uniletee, I think is a ETR receipt. Usiponitolea ETR receipt, alikuwa anasema Boy ataleta shida. So I didn't get what was Boy in the first place. But as time went by, I came to realize that kumbe Boy is the application that the firm uses to manage finances, so that when money is released to us to go and do some work outside the farm, outside the office, things move swiftly, and the farm can be able to track that. Something that I've not seen before, even where I used to work before, and I haven't heard from even other farms, friends of mine, up to date. So those two things stand out for me. It shows that we've been making progress, and I've had a chance to witness the progress.
Changes,
Make the progress.
Okay. Let me shift back to Francie. What about you? What are some of the changes you've seen, either in your colleagues, yourself, or the farm, that you feel really stands out over the 10 years?
Thank you. For me, what I've witnessed for the last 10 years, when we started the farm, we were 3 staff, as I had said earlier. During that time, we had no clients. We had a few files. Then, during the time, the partners used to go for client meeting in the morning. Then the following day, you see there is a client walking in. Then, after some time, there were new staff who were employed. Then the farm grew. We started having a lot of clients walking in. The same clients, I see them till now. The ones who came like the first day, till to date, they still come to MNO Advocates. They also refer us to their friends.
I think that's very interesting. Like what you're saying is you have seen the growth of clientele and the retention of clients over the years. That's a very good observation, which is something also that we have discussed with our clients today. Some of the clients we serve are the same clients the farm began with. And as someone who used to operate by welcoming them, it's interesting to see that the same people we still serve 10 years down the line. Richard, what about you? What is the change that you feel has happened over time that stands out?
Yeah, thank you. Mimi nitaongea two things. One is a personal change.
Yeah.
Putting in mind that I had not worked with a law firm before. It was my first time. Just shifted from a different profession to a law firm, literally knowing nothing. But when you look at me now, there are so many things that I've learned, I've understood, and I can do without problem. Secondly, I can say I've seen a meaningful change, maybe with advocates, especially when I use Kakamega branch. Every other employee found me in the office. Like Tony came as a pupil. I've seen him growing to a holding over. Now he's an associate.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot together. We've shared a lot. And I can see that this improvement is making the law firm grow, and the clientele part of it. Because when the associate, Tony, especially Tony, when he grew from being a pupil to an associate, there's some tasks that he was assigned to do as an associate. There's some specific tasks he could not have handled when he was a pupil, but now he can handle them. Again, when you look at when you began Kakamega office, you only had one file. It was one file. I think it was an equity file. But at the moment, when you come to the office, we have several files.
Yeah.
That shows that they change. There's an improvement in service delivery and growth, both with the advocates and even the supporting staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's right to ask whether you still want to go back to be a teacher, or you have retained yourself in the legal space.
I can gladly say I'm an advocate in coming. I don't know if it's the right thing to say.
Yes.
I can gladly say that I'm an advocate
In the works.
in coming
Yes.
in a few years.
Yeah.
I don't think if
Yeah.
my mind shifted fully.
From teaching.
I know what happened wakati wa COVID. Nilitest life. Being kuachishwa kazi, you are not paid. Then you find somebody who accommodates you. Unapata, I'm here. I'm in this law firm, in this profession to stay.
Yeah.
I'm not shifting anytime soon.
Yes, that's really good to know. Let's talk about a change that we've seen. What Richard has mentioned about an advocate in coming. To my left is an advocate in coming. So Victor, maybe you can take us through your journey from being a clerk to enrolling in law school. And in that process, just tell us what also stands out for you as a change that you've noticed over time.
When I came in 2019,
Yeah.
you see, there was only one associate, that was you, Sylvia. And now the partners were doing most of the work, and I was working with them. But right now they are our bosses. They have delegated all the work to advocates. Another thing that has stand out for me is the pupils. Most of the pupils who came as advocate trainees, they are now advocates, full advocates. Even some of them are heading departments. Yes.
Yeah.
Then my growth has been influenced by mostly the partners and some of my colleagues that have encouraged me to go back to school.
I think that's a very good growth to see in terms of just capacity also and mentoring. It's important also to note that Victor also in their capacity as clerks, they take a lot of time to mentor these pupils that come in. So the growth that we see in them, they highly attribute to it also. It's a moment to make them proud. Seeing people they trained how to write a letter, becoming advocates arguing in courts. I think that's a very significant thing. And yes, so for me, I feel like over the years also, what has stood out for me as an important change, similar to what Victor has mentioned, is the part where you are an only associate, and right now there are a team of advocates. So for me to have watched advocates come in and grow into this number, go into different departments, mentor them also to the point of becoming a pupil master, for me that is the significant point of growth, both in my capacity and also in the firm. Another area of growth that I've seen also is the clients we serve. When I came, there were some specific cases we used to handle, But over time, I see the capacity of the briefs that we handle are very different to what we used to handle at the beginning. So the clients we serve have increased, the panels we are in have increased. So for me to see that change and be part of it is also something that I feel like I've witnessed, and I'm also very proud to be part of generally. So moving forward talking about the growth, there is what a firm stands for, and there is also what are the actual values operating within an organization. What do you think are the values operating within an organization that you have served for so long? Tony?
I think for me, the most important values that MNO holds dear is our positive advocacy with being result-oriented, also ensuring that proper communication with clients, integrity. Decisions at MNO advocates are usually made based on integrity. They consider that much, and when we're dealing with a client, we are encouraged, even as associates, and all the employees in the office, that we are encouraged that we should give prompt feedback to clients, ensure that all the clients are well appraised of all their matters, the matter that we are handling for them. And in terms of positive advocacy, we are supposed to ensure that in whatever we do, we are passionate about getting positive feedbacks from on behalf of the client, so that we be able to while we solve their legal issues, we get them proper results that they expect from us, and we give them, of course, we give them proper updates. Also, there's within the organization itself, we value teamwork, because I understand that being such a big firm, we advocates, we do rely a lot on the clerks and the support staff. So teamwork is very important for us, and collaborating and working together, kushirikiana na wale tunaofanya nao kazi ili tuweze kuhudumia wateja wetu, to ensure that service delivery is proper. Yeah, so those are the values that we value, that MNO holds dear. And of course, to ensure that when we deal with clients, we are, what do we call it? We nurture this relationship with the clients, not just for the work that we are doing at the moment, but to ensure that this relationship is carried on for over time. Like Francis said, and also you echoed that, the clients who came in on the first day and we still have them as our clients today, it's because we have been able to nurture that relationship with them and ensure that we keep on working together with them. And while we know their goals, we structure those solutions in accordance to their goals. Yeah. Yeah.
Tony, mimi naona kuna value moja unapenda na hujasema.
Gani hiyo nimeacha nje?
Tony anapenda value ya lunches. In our departmental meeting, Tony is always asking for lunches within
of course, lunch is there. Yeah, definitely. Lunch is there. I think maybe it's just because we just had lunch. That's why it slipped my mind. I'm speaking from a point of hunger. Yeah, but we also do lunches in the office. It's more like a culture in the office. The litigation department do a lot of lunches. Yeah.
As the department.
Yeah.
So, Victor, what are some of those values that you really feel stand out for you when it comes to MNO? Why do we stand out from other firms?
First of all, we work as a team. We finish work on time. I think that's what client needs.
I think for me, I would like to humanize it in the extent that the firm is actually humanized. It's not just a corporate it is a corporate organization in the legal sense. But in terms of operation, there are other places, if you've worked in other places before, other than here, you will notice that there are places where people are not very friendly or people are not very family-like. So it's something that one of our former staff, Taria, mentioned, where she said, I know people just talk about an organization being a family, but there's that sense of family, because you'll find in situations where there is a win in the firm, you celebrate, all of you. There is a birthday, you celebrate. There is a funeral, you can be guaranteed somebody will be there from the farm. India party, holidays.
Yes, Watamu.
Yes, Watamu. Hey, this Watamu. This Watamu is a recurrent thing. Yeah. So there are those humanizable things within the farm. The reason why they stand out, it's also have to acknowledge sometimes you are busy on a day-to-day basis. Your birthday can pass you by, but when you're in MNO, you are guaranteed of getting somebody to celebrate you on your birthday.
Yeah.
Sometimes the year is busy and you have other commitment, but the farm will take you to a teamwork that will feel like a holiday. You tick Watamu off your list after you've manifested. So those are some of the things that I feel for me when you humanize the farm, they stand out. And also the kind of leadership we have. I don't feel we have a very uptight organization where you're so scared of talking to the partners. It is a system where you can easily converse with the people who lead you.
And also there's we embrace an open door policy.
Yes, in its practical sense,
Yeah,
you could actually talk to any partner like they're your friend and still go to do the job like they're your boss without feeling like this is somebody you have to be scared of. I think it's also one of the organizations where we don't call people sir and madam and
They're no boss.
the emperor, the conqueror. Yes, and yes. So
Ingia tuko ofisi.
yeah.
Mkubwa tuna
Eh.
shida yenyewe.
Unaambia shida yako, hata kuwasalimia tu, hata kuwauliza kama waliona ile TikTok ya jana. You see, there is that flexibility within the organization
true.
that makes it very easy for us to work with the people who lead us, but also at the same time, being a young firm, all of us are very young. You are young partners. You're very young. A lot of us. I don't think anybody has. We have all been onboarded when we were very young. Like for me, I remember starting my career as a very young 20-year-old and growing with the farm for 7 years. So those are things that I feel are not common in other organizations in my own capacity. Yeah. Richard.
Me, I think I'll just say one thing.
Yeah.
The difference is a great relationship.
Yes.
That motto, it makes MNO stand out. Because when you identify and you understand that each and every person is different, it makes the relationship more stronger. Because you understand how to deal and handle each one of them. And that part, MNO is doing the best. Because I understand that we are not equal. From where we come from our academic backgrounds. And when you find that you come to MNO, the partners will embrace you the way you are. And you encourage each other to embrace one another the way we are. And that, finding that each and every person is different, it makes the relationship more stronger and more collaborative because you cannot clash with each other. That value makes MNO one of the best places to be.
Yeah.
Because I understand as a teacher, if you're in school and the principal doesn't understand you, doesn't know exactly what you're good at, doesn't know exactly maybe what you cannot do and what you can't do, what you can do, you will clash shoulders, you'll brush shoulders every day.
Yeah.
But for MNO, partners and even us as colleagues, when a new person comes in, he or she is introduced to us, we have time to understand and learn each other. You find that Tony loves doing this, he doesn't like this. And you find that when you understand those differences, it makes our relationship to be more strong because you'll know where to touch and you know where you should not touch. Yeah.
That's that tagline. We actually leave it to its last word as it stands. Francie, able to tell us the values that stand out for you, that you feel are specific to MNO, that are not common in other organizations.
Thank you. For me, I'll second Richard for what you have said about the difference is a great relationship. I'm giving my flowers to the MNO partners. I joined MNO with no knowledge about computer, anything. So for me, everything that I am today, I learned from MNO advocates. I got everything from teamwork. I can go to clerks, I learn something. I go to an associate, he or she teaches me something. I go to maybe finance, you can tell me something about finance of which I don't know. So for me, saying the difference is a great relationship, that's a very good motto or vision for MNO advocates and for me as a person.
Yeah. Okay, Francie.
Yeah, and also to add on it, the farm has a culture of, just like Richard said, you can come here as a new employee. You can move in, unasikia wasiwasi ya kuku mgeni. So this one, at MNO, you don't get to have that wasiwasi ya kuku mgeni because there's a program for induction that you go through, because I was inducted personally.
Yeah.
And we are given buddies. I think I was given a buddy in Kakamega,
Yes.
who was guiding me through my operations in the farm and adjusting to know what I should do, when to do this. Yeah. So that is also good. It also encourages you to be comfortable while you're working, even when you're new in the farm. Yeah.
Talking about buddies, and as you've also talked about some of the longest standing employees, you have seen new faces coming over time, and new employees, new staff joining us. What do you feel is a value that makes the employee who have stayed here the longest to stand out? What if somebody new came in today and they told you, how comes you've stayed here for so long? What makes you stay here for so long? What can I do to stay here for so long? How will you answer that question?
I think, like from my explanation when I joined the farm, I began by saying I just came in when there was quite a lot of work to be done. And well, I'd say, first of all, you need to be a flexible person, someone who can be able to adapt to a few changes here and there. Because I can say for a fact, since I joined the farm, there have been new policies and regulations that have been put in place by the partners. You would need to quickly adjust to those, so that to enable even the swift and to provide a good environment for working. So for adaptability and flexibility, for example, for myself, when I came, if I came and put some conditions and say I'm a pupil, I am not a clerk, perhaps I shouldn't be doing this kind of work. Probably I would have just done for the first 3 months of my pupillage and then left. But you blend in, you complement each other, because you understand, as advocates, there are days you would work past the normal working hours, because it doesn't happen every day, but a few times here and there you'd be required to extend sometimes. And also integrity. Integrity is very important in any organization. Like I said, because it's important, because the partners at MNO Advocates trust the employees at great lengths. Because we are, for example, in Kakamega office, we operate without the partners who visit us, of course, but not very regularly. But things in Kakamega usually move as per the requirements. What happens in the Kakamega office and what happens in the Nairobi office are all the same. And that can only be done if people you're working with are people with integrity, people who know what they're doing, people who work together and complement each other. Yeah.
That's very true. Francie, for 10 years, you have watched everyone else come after you. What is one quality of the people who stay the longest? What do you think stands out for people who actually stay the longest in the farm?
Thank you. What stands out for me, for a person to stay at MNO Advocate, one is adaptability. Then another thing is being able to do what you do best.
That's true. Victor, what's your take on that?
You see, most people, like Francia said, she didn't know anything when she came. Richard also, on the pupils,
Wasn't a difference
before becoming advocates.
Yeah.
So bora tu unachapa kazi na uko teamwork, you're willing to work with others as well.
Yeah.
Utakuwa tu sawa at MNO.
Richard?
Mimi yangu ni mindset. Mindset.
Yeah.
Unajua unaweza ingia kwa law firm with something in your mind. Unataka kupata hapo. If you don't get it, mind ita change. I remember when Tony came, nilikuwa reception that day when he came for the interview.
Sema zote.
The first question Tony asked me, "Wait, brother, wanalipanga dongapi hapa?" That was the first question. Hata kama hajajiintroduce. Wananipanga dongapi hapa? I was like, bro, enda interview kuna ngojwa na wakili. So napata, so juzi nilikuwa namuuliza.
Yeah.
2 years down the line. What made you to ask me that question? Kaniwe man, kama ningekuwa nalipwa less than pesa nilikuwa nalipwa pesa nilikuwa nafanya. Ningeenda tu. Yeye nilikuwa najiangalia sasa nitoke alikuwa anafanya kazi LD.
Yeah.
Nitoke LD nalipwa 7,000. Nikuja Kakamega mnataka ni move. Alafu nipatie 7,000 man. Hainge wapi. Unaona ukiangalia mindset yake kwanza alikuja na money. Kwa akili. And he was open. Unalipanga dongapi yako na mambo ya kazi. Alikuwa kwanza ajue doni ngapi. Ndio kweli kama ata settle ama hata settle. So hiyo ndio kitu nimerealize. In MNO kama unataka work for long mindset. Personally akili yangu isha shift from teaching profession. Kwamba I'm focusing on this legal practice. Mind yangu isha niambia kwamba you can still make it. It's not too late. So you find that associates come maybe newly graduated, graduate akili yake inasoma tu pesa. Ashajua nikija MNO ama nikipata job saloni 50k and above. Anakuja the first wanampea the offer letter inaitwanga hiyo ni offer letter ama nini?
Ni offer letter.
Employment letter anapata 25,000. Unajua amekuwa demoralized already. So hata kama alikuwa mtu mzuri mwenye angefanya kazi yake fiti, anaanza kufanya vitu akidildad. Because what he or she expected is not what he got. Then unapata wale watu ambao hawako resilient. Unapata in law firm nimework 5 years. If you must be resilient. There's sometimes you'll work under pressure. Kuna wale watu ambao hawawezi chukua pressure. Kuna wale watu ambao wamelelewa na Cerelac. Watu wameishi na Cerelac na Weetabix. Kidogo mdusi akimshautia, "Bia bwana pia mimi nimesoma nizaacha hii job." Anajitoa. So unapata mtu ni mindset yake. Mtu akishajipanga kwamba anakuja kufanya job, mindset yake ikishift kidogo ama apate opposite of what he or she expected. Sidhani kama ata last for long. Lakini ukiwa na ule mtu mwenye ako resilient, na nimeona sisi wenye tuko wote, I think tuko nayo value resilient. Sometimes things zinakuanga out of inakuwa pressure inakuwa mpaka una feel like nisikuje tu job kesho. But when we wake up in the morning unajiambia na have to go. Yeah. Unakuwa the first person kuingia job. Na jioni ulikuwa unajiambia mimi sitaenda. Sasa unapata that's what I think ina keep watu MNO. Na wale wenye hawako ready to have that resilience, to have that mindset change. To what wamepata MNO inakuwa vigumu for them to settle in MNO.
And also just understanding that in any working environment, I think all of us here, so far so good, we all know, because I've had an encounter with Terry, I've had an encounter with Sylvia, I've had an encounter with Judy. There are bad days and good days at work. So once you make peace, that there are bad days and good days, you just understand, because this pressure doesn't come because someone wants to give that pressure. I think if people would choose whether or not to give that pressure, they would choose not to give it to you. But because things have to move, sometimes it comes even, perhaps whoever is giving the pressure doesn't even know that they're giving you pressure. So you just get the work done. Like I said earlier on about the values, being result-oriented. We get the work done. If you get the work done, things will move just swiftly. People will just come to reality. Watatulia tu. Lakini tuna bora kazi imefanyika.
Kazi ifanyike.
Another thing.
Yeah.
Ni kukua tu mvumilivu. With the nature of this job. Zingine umeenda inafaa uamke saa 9 asubuhi, uende mbali hata huko Nyeri, Kota ama Nanyuki. Inabidi uamke mapema. Ama umeenda registry, kuna delay huko, inabidi utoke huko late, uingie kwa nyumba late. Then pia saa zingine kwa ofisi kuna watu wanakaa kama una beating deadlines, ni lazima uvumilie tu.
Yes, that's actually very true from what you've all said. And for me, what I've seen stands out the most. The people who thrive at MNO are the people with the right attitude. I think that really stands out for me in terms of your attitude towards work, your attitude when you're corrected, your attitude when you're given instructions, your attitude when you're told to work long. Because there's something Makanda likes saying very often: you can be the smartest person in the room, but with the wrong attitude, you cannot survive in any environment. And those are skills that, unfortunately, haufundishi kwa LLB 001.
You learn on the job.
It's just a matter of courtesy, while at the same time taking into consideration that you are in an environment where you may not be the know-it-all.
Yeah.
Have a teachable spirit. Waswahili usemaje? Ufanya ngema nini? Yes, have a teachable spirit. That is the whole point. Because looking back at Francis' story, like the way she has mentioned, she was not even familiar with the law firm environment. But it's that willingness to learn, that willingness to be corrected when you make mistakes, that willingness to fix your mistakes as well. So for me, I feel like attitude stands out. It can keep you longer than even... Because you see, work, you can learn work. You see, you can learn how to draft a document, but if you don't have the right attitude, you just don't have the right attitude. So that is, for me, what I feel stands out for the people who I have seen thriving in this firm over the past 7 years that I've been here. So talking about the people we have worked with over time, is there a staff member that you have worked with that you feel the new employees don't know about, but at the same time, there are people who really stood out for you? Let's just remain it's the people we have worked with. Nani alikuwa na vibes? Nani alikuwa na jua kazi? Who stood out for you? And who is someone that you feel the staff right now would really have liked their company? Let me start with Victor.
I think I'll go with Veronica.
Yeah.
When I came, she was the receptionist. She also saw the HR. I think accountant too, because she was the one who was doing the disbursement and all.
Yes.
Then she also introduced me into the culture. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yes. Yeah, Veronica really stood out actually. Maonga.
For me, so I worked for quite a lot with Kedogo. Kedogo made me feel nisikue kuku mgeni. On the first day, when I came, she bought me lunch just to get me settled in. And I think by extension, everyone was bought lunch, right? Yeah. So and she guided me well. Well, I worked under her in Kakamega.
Yeah.
And of course, people do not know her, but also I want to mention that Chitechi also played a very good role. You know, at one point in time, there's a day you were in Kakamega. I was supposed to do to file, I think, a record of appeal and submissions. Yeah. And then I had prepared to file them on, I think, the next week on Monday. So when you came, I remember you gave me an assignment and you're like, Tony, this is very urgent. I need it done by tomorrow. Then Kedogo had also given me another assignment, and then she told me that this is also very urgent. I need it done by. They all needed the result the same day. So I went to her and I asked her, Chitechi is the head of litigation. She's here, and of course everyone wants to put on a good show. So so I told her, these submissions I had done a draft. If you can, kindly just take off this one at the moment, and then I work on Chitechi's assignment. So she told me, fine, what you do, kuna submissions zilikuwa 2, so alichukua moja. And then I finished that one. I went and I remember that day, I think, unajua, when I mentioned about good days and bad days, so I think that one was a very bad one. So because on the same day, we were supposed to get another order from Kisumu. I remember that day was like, you told me, Tony, I was telling you, I'm planning on dealing with this. I told me, Tony, wacha kupanga mambo, okay? Hii kitu inafaa ifanywe. Richard also received a stray bullet because that day he was asked to go to Kisumu and get a court order. And then Chitechi was like, I'm not leaving here until you guys come back. I think we were also celebrating his birthday cake. So Kedogo stood out. She was understanding at times when things came down really hard, especially noting that I was still kuku mgeni. But also Chitechi also helped me, guide me through the profession, because I learned quite a lot from you. And also to manage the pressure, okay? That's where I got how to learn to manage this pressure that I manage nowadays. So credits to you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Francie, who stood out for you over the 10 years?
Over the 10 years, the one who stood out for me was Veronica Mwangi. She's the first employee I used to work with. She introduced me to like the keyboard for the desktop. That time, we had a clerk who used to go and serve documents outside. So that time, she told me, hey, Francie, you see, Musalia, he used to call Musalia. Musalia ameenda kupeleka documents mahali, na sisi tumebaki hapa mimi na wewe. Sasa nataka nikufunze hii keyboard, ukitaka kutype unafanya hivi. Ukitaka kuandika kitu fulani unafinya hapa. Then she also helped me grow, knowing the culture of the farm. Then also another person is you. There is a time when I had just started learning how to type, to know this is an affidavit, something. Then you told me, Francie, you see, while you are in this position, you can also learn something else. Then you grow. So from that time, I used to see Veronica type something. Even for me, I said, tomorrow I'm going to practice this one. So from that time, I had that ego of learning. So for me, you and Veronica, you stood out for me.
Thank you so much. Richard.
Mwenyekiti.
Sasa mwenyekiti alikuwa OG. But tuambie,
Mwenyekiti aliteseka.
People who came after you, even if they have left, but they had an impact.
But I'm grateful for especially Terry and Daisy. Mimi ni kama nilisoma kwa ugumu kidogo. At least Francisca was trained. Me, I wasn't trained. I was told, go and do. Go and deal. Daisy and Terry, they really helped me a lot. But I know one person who helped me the most is your one, Victor Kaiga.
The paralegal.
I call him mwalimu wangu. Victor stood out. I literally sikuwa najua anything. I could go to registries. Nilikuwa naambia Victor, shika tu simu. Usikatae, shika tu. Because nikienda registry lands, waniambie, endo weke franking. Napigia Victor, franking ndio nini? Victor na jam sometimes, lakini nikalani hivyo. So, I really recognize Victor.
Yeah.
He really helped me mpaka saizi. Bado anisaidia. Na pia our immediate boss, Kakamega office Kedogo, was there to encourage us. Na Terry and Days walikuwa wanazoea kuniambia, do one thing at a time. You can't finish everything the same day. Because I was alone. That time tulikuwa na matters mingi za equity. The time nilikuwa nakaa nje ya ofisi for 2 weeks. Naingia office morning, nachukua documents, natoka. Jioni narudi usiku. Wananiambia, no, take things slowly. Do one thing at a time. You cannot go to Migori, then you are thinking to come back and go to Kitale. If you are doing Migori, just do Migori. Then tomorrow, do Kitale. So they really helped me, wakanielekeza, wakani-advise. Na venye Tony amesema, kwamba kuna kuanga na bad days. Pia hizo bad days nilizichukulia positively because they really helped me. Na najua kuna wakati nilipata shoka ya chitechi, karibu nipasue kichwa. Lakini tukashikilia na hiyo protector. Gives instruction, anakuambia is urgent. You deal, anakuambia who told you. Because nilikuwa nimekuambia is urgent, but you could not have done it now. Like, because nilikuwa nimeogopa, nisikia mdosi akisema is urgent. You have to do it. Don't even ask questions. So Victor akaniambia, no, when you are told do this, nilikuwa mgeni bado. So after that, Sylvia akanipigia akaniambia, no, when you are doing this, you are still learning. So I can literally say the team stood out, but especially the partners, Daisy and Terry, whom I was working with directly. Au nilikuwa nawapigia simu every time when things haziende vile nafikiria, maybe I think nimefanya mistake, wanani correct, Victor doing the same. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Okay. I think for me, the people who have left, several stood out. No, let's start with the one who's still here. Francie. Francie was actually, let me say, my first friend at the farm. I remember when I came in and I didn't know the culture. Ungekana Francie lunchtime anakwambia, huku hatufanyangi hivi, by the way. Huku tunafanya hivi. The partners like when you do the work like this. So there was somebody to walk me through the work culture in a way that was very practical and easy for me to adapt to. So that was Francie for me. But then also people who stood out that have left. I can say Taria. Taria, as much as we're not in the same department, something I learned from her, Taria was very efficient in terms of her turnaround time. Taria angefanya kazi, like I never saw an issue where anyone would give Taria work and you'd have to follow up on the work. So, and she was still young at that time. She was a pupil. That right attitude is what I'm talking about. But also her. Lemmy also is a colleague I really worked closely with. So I think Taria, Lemmy, they made me see the concept of you can actually make friends at work who make work bearable. Just as kama kuna pressure, you can laugh with somebody who is your friend. Kuliko kila mtu mmefuria. Unakula kufa tu na pressure yako huko.
You distribute the pressure.
You can distribute the pressure when you have friends in the office.
Yes.
So for me, I think Taria, Lemmy, those stood out for me. But also Kedogo as well, because when Kedogo started running the Kakamega office, I was still in charge of litigation in Kakamega, and Kedogo made it very easy to work together with her, despite her being my senior actually in the profession. But we worked very well. She would, when it came to departmental matters, there was no ego where, I'm older or something like that. She would update you. Anytime I would go to the Kakamega office, she would give you proper updates of what is happening in the farm. So I feel like the people who have gone through the farm, I think that's why they're even able to comfortably come back in the farm, because their impact was felt in one way or another. Yeah. So as we are coming to a close, I want you to tell me, is there like an inside joke or a culture in the farm that has subsisted since the day you joined, or something you've seen over time?
I think for me, the cultures of the farm, there are so many cultures that I've observed over the years since I joined the farm. First of all, I want to mention that I think since I joined MNO, I have consistently had to celebrate my birthday without skipping, or for whatever reason it is. I've had a cake. Birthday. Yeah, I don't miss my birthday cakes since I joined MNO. And like before, where I would, the days I would
Unasema birthday.
Ningeinama tu birthday inapita.
Ama unajifanya you don't celebrate birthdays.
Yes, okay. So that is the first culture that I really do appreciate the farm about it, and also of course the frequent lunches that we usually have for the litigation department. Zangu ni chakula tu sana kwanza. Yeah, so we do have lunches for the litigation department occasionally, and when Makanda visits us, we do a lot have a lunch too. Then the end year party, of course, there's also food there. So so that too is a good thing. A good culture of the farm.
Yeah.
And then one more thing is that as a farm, we the open door policy that we have, it's also a good culture that we have, because accessing our partners becomes a little bit easy. And you see, if you can access someone who is senior to you, who is maybe your immediate boss, it becomes easier to run affairs of the farm, because some of these things, the barriers are not there. So it's much easier to operate and deliver on the mandates that you have been given as an associate or a pupil or a clerk. Yeah.
Victor, is there an inside joke that has persisted ever since you came, or a culture that you really like?
The culture, I'll go with birthday parties. Actually, I celebrated my first birthday party at MNO. And it has been like that for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
Every year I celebrate my birthday. Another one, is tea, the constant supply of tea.
Kwa hiyo ofisi wanapenda chakula.
It's always tea. Anytime I wish to drink tea.
There is tea.
There is tea,
And
yeah.
bread.
And bread. Yeah, we almost forgot that. Tea and bread.
Yeah, another one is this CSR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day when we went to Western at college, it's called
Koyonzo.
Koyonzo Girls,
Yeah.
to motivate the girls there.
And plant trees.
Yeah, and we left the girls there wishing they would become advocates.
All of them. Yeah.
That was very inspirational.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Francie.
I think everyone has exhausted the list. But it's the same. Birthdays, even me, my first birthday I celebrated at MNO Advocates. Then going out for like planting trees, CSR, yeah.
Richard.
Well, yeah, in addition to that, maybe chenye wamesahau, there's appreciation, where partners appreciate us when you do good. Those appreciation, that culture is really encouraging and has stood out at MNO. Whenever you do something good, you must be recognized. That recognition motivates us.
Yeah.
That
recognition gives us energy to push.
Yeah. I think just to link with what Richard has said is the part where, for me, I feel the part where partners, first from the beginning, they allow you access to the clients that you serve. They recognize when the clients give good feedback. And also the recognition for the good work you've done, like Richard has said. It's something that, I don't know if our partners know, but it's the one thing that can make you wake up the next day, even if you're feeling tired. Just by virtue of someone telling you, I'm so proud that you won that case.
Yeah.
Especially we us in the litigation department, we have a very good partner on our side. A case that can stress you, any win, he makes a big deal out of it because he knows the time and effort that went into the work. But also, who doesn't like winning? Yeah, so that recognition. But another culture that I really like in MNO is how we have game nights. Our game nights that come, most of the time is usually after our events, but I feel it's good to see your colleagues relax outside the legal space. Like, people just play games, people become competitive. You almost fight in those game nights. Kenya at 50 Baniwe, by the way. It's one game that has sent people into animosity. But I feel that gets people to relax. So it's a good culture that we actually really appreciate as a firm, that we can be able to work hard and play hard as well. So
we also pray a lot. Huh?
Yes, we pray a lot. We have a pastor. How can I forget
to
acknowledge?
Lakini sadaka ndio watu watoi.
Sadaka ni ku raise fees. Yes, we pray a lot also as a firm together, especially our Kakamega office. That's one culture. I will applaud Richard here for being the pastor. I think being an OG employee, he decided this branch we will pray. By the way, every Monday morning, Richard atajali kama uko na court of appeal, you will pray first before you start the day. So that's a good culture you started, and of course it transcends. Occasionally we pray in Nairobi.
Really?
Lakini mnatuombeanga kila Monday. Richard tuombea nikiwanga huko anasemanga bariki Nairobi office. So the blessings ametushikilia sana na maombi.
And also the regular meetings, departmental meetings we do to appraise ourselves of our files and ensuring that even the partners are very much aware of the matters and where they are.
Unajua kuna kitu mnasahau. You guys are just talking about lunch and litigation. Convenience ni pia unakuwa na lunch.
Unakuwa na lunch? Mbona hukusema bana?
Bana kila saa litigation. Convenience yeye kwanza anakuwa moja kwa mwaka.
Kila mtu anakuwa
The message is home to the partners.
The message is home.
Mwaka imeweza.
Regular leo ni moja.
Hiyo moja. Zimi sita hivi na iko sawa. So pia conveyancing tunakuwa na lunch. Plus dinner kidogo na kitu cha kuteremsha.
Kweli.
So that's the farm we work in. So tukimaliza, nataka kujua, now that we have done 10 years, what is something you hope to see when it comes to MNO in the next 10 years? Tukisikia MNO at 20, what do you see in your head when you think about MNO at 20?
Like the things that are there right now, or some new things that we hope to.
No, what do you think? What do you think will be there at 20?
Well, first of all, I just
you
hope
want
that
retained, what
I
you
would
want
want
new?
I would want the birthdays, the end year celebrations, the lunches,
Yeah.
and the tea for Victor and Richard to continue.
Hizo zibaki.
Hizo zibaki
They are
fast.
constant.
Yes, those ones are constant, and also the prayers, huh?
Yeah.
And maybe what I would want that be introduced as something new. I haven't really thought of something new that we can introduce right now.
But where do you see the farm?
In the next 10 years,
Yeah.
now I want to speak for the Western region. I see the MNO farm taking over the Western region because we are doing quite some work there in terms of marketing. And this policy, when we began the marketing thing, there's a time I had a discussion with my colleagues Uko, and we were like, we are marketing and we're not getting these clients. But then you see Terry usually says, your client, you might market today, your client comes a year or two later.
Yeah.
And since we adopted that, things have been changing. The clients we marketed for, I think, a year or two. They have given us work this year. So we want to take over the whole the legal industry in the Western region, ensure that we popularize the farm, make it go out there, and expand the areas of practice that we are in right now. Also, especially because of the practice in the Western region is a little bit shrinking, not in that people have an issue with the advocates. So we want to stand out, that we give exemplary services and tailored solutions to the clients that we have, the ones that we currently have, and the ones that we want to pitch to. Yeah.
I think talking of marketing, we really have to give Terry props. We were talking about something to do, how lawyers were not taught to be business people. Lakini at MNO, Terry has taught us. You will look for the business and the money.
True, yeah.
That's our concept of being a wholesome
Yes,
advocate.
yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is, initially when you go to market, you are scared. You really don't know what to say to clients. You don't know how to look for the business.
True.
But occasionally that culture of being taught how to look for work gives you the confidence that, by the way, when I talk about growth, I know where the clients are coming from because you know how to look for them.
Yes.
Yeah. So Victor, what about you? Where do you see the farm in the next 20 years? Yourself?
In the next 20 years.
The next MNO at 20.
In the next 10 years.
Yes.
Of course, there are cultures I'll wish to remain constant, like the open door policy. I wish the partners never change that. Also, it would be interesting to see some advocates that I trained become partners.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting. Hopefully, I'll be an advocate by then. Mambo ikienda vizuri.
Lazima iende.
Mambo ikiflow, itaflow.
Yeah.
To see the farm grow to kuwe na ofisi kila.
Yeah.
Na ofisi Eldoret, Mombasa.
Yes. That's a very good perspective. What about you, Francie? The next 10 years, what do you hope to see when it comes to MNO?
In the next 10 years, I would like to see MNO culture not changing at all. Then I'll say MNO to the world. Yeah.
Wonderful, yeah.
Clients na trips.
Yeah.
Trips ziendelee, tunaenda international.
Wonderful.
Next 10 years itakuwa tuna renew tu passports. Zimeisha. So, Richard?
10 years from now,
Yeah.
Richard, an associate of MNO advocates. Yeah. See, meskiga.
Loud and clear.
In 10 years,
Yeah.
I shall be an advocate.
Yes.
Manga sama shall be a master is a mandatory.
Amen.
And you are looking towards that. Then 10 years to come, venye Victor amesema inafaa tukue tuna dictate the regions when anybody is looking for a law firm MNO inafaa ikuje ya kwanza.
Yeah.
Sisi Kakamega tumeanza. Nairobi mkicheza
Shauri yenu.
Waambie
washaanza kuturefer kutoka Kericho.
So in the next 10 years nafaka tukue hapo. Tukue hapo in all levels. Litigation, conveyancing, commercial. Utukue hata mambo impeachment tunafanya kwani
ni kesho.
Hiyo hata si 10 years. Hiyo disemeni next year election year.
Wonderful.
Hivyo ndo Nairobi tunakuanga chap. Hiyo ni 10 years. Ni mko 10 years.
Vitu kama zinafanya tukumove.
That's very good. For me, next 10 years, unajua partners wetu wanasemanga I want to delegate work so that they retire. We will retire you in 10 years.
We retire them. I think that I also had that from Makana.
Retire confidently. Hopefully you will have grown a team confident enough to let or allow yourselves to market mkigolf. So there's that. But also what I hope to see, Victor, as an advocate, I remember having a conversation with Victor the first time I started working with Victor, and I started noticing. I told Victor, you are so brilliant. I want you to go to law school. And Victor told me, niwezeka. So I kept telling Victor. So what I did, I started assigning Victor more than clerical work. I would tell Victor, draft this letter. And then I tell Victor, draft this pleading. Because Victor is a kind of clerk, you would give work to file, and he would take the time to review and tell you, I don't think your order is well structured. Look at it. I think you have not attached this document. So I noticed the keenness and the interest and the knowledge also. So eventually now when Victor came and told me in fact, even at the time I told Victor, go to all law schools. I will pay application fee for all law schools until they admit you. So when he started law school, it was a very proud moment for me to see that kind of growth from someone who thought time imeisha na saizi ndio huyo amemaliza already paralegal. You see, so that growth I hope to see with everybody in the firm. Equally with Francie, I've had that experience also. With Francie, we would sit and talk, and I would tell Francie, you're very good with talking to people. Why don't you find a way to enhance this skill? Why don't you learn? Know that you are the front office every day, and to see the growth where Francie has grown from office manager all the way to running files. We have to give props also. There's nobody who knows all the files in the office like Francie in this office. So that keenness to understand legal files, especially from someone who didn't have a legal background, is something I'm also very proud to see that, and also give him the confidence. Like we have said, this is that complimenting a person that we get from the partners. I feel like even us as advocates, that is a role we hold with the support staff that we deal with. Encourage someone until they see they can be more than that. So for me, I feel like that is growth. Everybody to have reached their highest potential. Hata hiyo kuretire kwa golf. Mtacheza golf tukiwawinia cases. Si ndio? Bora tu mtusaidie kulipa membership. So guys, I think that is a wrap for conversation with our longest serving employees. And now as we come to a close, we encourage you to follow our journey for the next 10 years. This is MNO at 10. Be part of it. Watch, subscribe, and share this podcast. And come we serve you. We are good advocates.